Hi, my name is Mike McNamara with McNamara Signs. My wife and I started about 1995, and we started out on Elliott Avenue in Seattle and moved over to Lake City Way in 2010. We wanted to do something creative and wanted to have a business for ourselves that we could really kind of focus on our craftsmanship and service. That's kind of our tagline, but we do believe in it, and it's kind of carried us this far. So we've been able to grow the business and expand over the years, adding different types of capabilities, but continue to really focus on customer service. We currently have our daughter working for us, so we've got the second generation starting out. I think working with family, it's all new, so we're kind of going and learning. She wasn't really interested. She graduated from Western a couple years ago and didn't have a lot of interest in the sign business. I actually took her to a trade show in Las Vegas, and that's where we bought our Summa from you guys. I wanted to kind of show her the bigger picture. You know, when you're working and growing up, seeing the sign company, it probably didn't seem like the coolest thing in the world for her at the time, but seeing the bigger industry, she got a little bit more excited about some of the possibilities and some of the things she might be able to accomplish here over time. When we started, we were both 24 years old, so there weren't a lot of landlords out there that were interested in renting a space or companies interested in hooking us up with lines of credit, but we did find a spot on Elliott that the landlord was able to hook us up with. It was basically an alleyway with a roof over it, but we were able to get a small vinyl plotter and started out making some banners and stickers and cut vinyl lettering for vehicle graphics, things like that. Over time, we just continued to expand our space and our capabilities. But this is our first flatbed cutter, the Summa, and really enjoy working with that. It's been a real productivity enhancer for sure. I'd been looking at them for several years for sure, probably 3 or 4 years. I knew that it was on the radar. One of my constraints here is the space, so I don't have a lot of space. I bought these buildings in 2010, and even at that point, it was a downsize from where we were before. So we had to be really efficient with our space, and everything gets kind of crammed up. And then, I don't know if it was last year, it must be 2 years ago now, went down to the Printing United trade show, and I think once I came across this Summa, especially the smaller unit, I thought, wow, this is just a perfect fit for what we're trying to do and what I have available. I would always, whether it was the laser or the router, tried to buy at least, a 4x8 flatbed, and really was concerned about how I would work with a shorter, unit. But it's been great. It's, flexible. I can still put full sheets of material on there and cuts them just fine. It's got the advanced belt and all that kind of stuff. When I was researching them, when I was at the trade show, the AirMark guys were great, very helpful and kind of weren't pushy on it or anything, but really helped me see a lot of the benefits of going with the Summa. And after I started looking into it a bit more, I found some other companies that had one and talked to them about their experiences with it, and nothing but positive feedback. We also have been able to expand the product offering, so we can put it on styrene and offer hang tags, or put it on foam board and use our knife to cut out those stand-up characters, where before it was a big production to use the router to cut something out, and the router wouldn't cut certain materials. So this came into play and allowed us to expand our offering, but still make it cost-effective to produce. I felt like it was really very low-pressure sale. It was just more informative. They were really helpful at the trade show, just kind of giving me not only information about what the machine could do, but some of the things to consider. Because, even though I had been doing some research, you don't really know some of the ins and outs of the different machines or what things to look at and consider. So I feel like they were very knowledgeable. And then when I got back to Seattle, before I made a final decision, I had an opportunity to go to the showroom and see some demo units in action, and that was very helpful. Everything was really well set up, so I was able to see not only some of the flatbed cutters, but some of the other printers and machines working together. So really had a good sense of how the job flow could progress. I don't run it on a day-to-day basis anymore, but I know the guy that does has very good interactions with your tech support. He's able to email them questions and they're responsive. If we've had any just questions about operation, very fast response getting back to us. Haven't had any problems with the machine other than just kind of startup setup stuff. Had a fuse blow once and little things that happen, but they were dealt with, and so it's been fully operational and running. So it's all good on that front.